RIF TV sótti málþingið upprennandi meistarar eða Emerging Masters sem haldið var til heiðurs Marjane Satrapi á Solon. Marjane fædd árið 1969 og ólst upp í Teheran í Íran. Þar gekk hún í franskan menntaskóla en hélt áfram námi sínu í Vín. Hún fluttist til Frakklands árið 1994 þar sem hún gaf út myndasöguna Persepolis. Persepolis var seinna að gera teiknimynd og var það Marjane sjálf sem leikstýrði henni ásamt Vincent Paramont. Myndin fékk góðar viðtökur og var tilnefnd til Golden Globe og Óskarsverðlauna. Hún hélt áfram kvikmyndastörfum sínum og árið 2011 sýndu Marjane og Vincent aðra mynd á hvíta tjaldinu, Chicken with Plums, sem einnig sækir innblástur sinn til Írans séð frá sjónarhorni fjölskyldu Marjane.
The graphic novel Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi on her childhood in Iran and Austria has received considerable international acclaim. It tells of the childhood and youth of Satrapi in Iran around the time of the 1978 revolution, its aftermath and the war with Iraq, when her parents sent her away to a school in Vienna. But there she ends up an outsider and returns home a few years later, where she tries to understand what's happened to her country and to herself, and then emigrates to France in her early 20s.
I don't consider my work to be a work of autobiography because normally to me, an autobiography is a book that you write because you hate your family and your friends and you don't know how to say it to them, so you write a book and like that you say them in an indirect way. But I have to write a story for this simple reason that I was just completely fed up and I was completely bored by all these ideas that people they had about my country, because human beings are like that. The less we know about something and the more convinced we are about things. The more we know and the more we know that we don't know, so we become more humble. So they didn't know, they saw some show on the television and they decided the Iranian, they were that. And you know, it was some producer that proposed to me to make some film, and really making films is lots of trouble comparing to what I do normally. That means when I write or when I draw or when I do anything like that, I don't have anybody behind my head who pushes me to do something because there is no money involved.
You started out as a graphic novelist. Could you tell us a little bit about how your transition into filmmaking began?
It was a coincidence, like already starting, making comics was a coincidence. It happened that I was in a studio with some cartoonists and like I wanted to make like my friends, so I became a cartoonist. And then that was a friend of mine who wanted to become a producer, and he proposed me to make an adaptation of Persepolis, which I did, and then I fall in love with cinema. I don't have any special plan for my career. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I do things until the time that I think that they are fun to do. And if I don't have fun anymore, then I don't do it anymore. And then I change. But for me, all sorts of expression, they fit me. So until it's exciting and until it's challenging, I'm always open to try anything new.
Your film Persepolis has been very well received and has gotten a lot of attention, especially in the Western society. Do you think it will reduce prejudice against the Middle East?
No, I don't think so, because the way of the media is so huge. The way the information is treated is in a way that I don't think that with one single movie I can change the vision of the world about the thing. If I can make people ask themselves questions, even just one or two of them, this is enough. But artists, they have to remain humble. With art, you cannot change the world at all. That is Marilyn Manson in Bowling for Columbine. He say if music could change anything in life, everybody should be in love, because most of the music is I love you and these things. So, it doesn't. So I don't think I can change something, but maybe a little bit.
Do you think bad economy has more good effects than bad on upcoming filmmakers?
I think bad economy has bad effects. I am very much in the the dialectic materialism. I think economy changed our society. People always, they talk about the 60s and the 70s as the moment of glory, that everybody was free and happy. That was because economy was good. So people, they were not scared. You know, all this conservatism, all this going back, you know, to the value and everything like that is because people, they're very scared of their future. And so the bad economy is not good for nothing. I think, you know, we always talk, you know, about, you know, I don't know, human rights and these things. Human rights is possible to talk about it if people, they are not hungry, for example. If you are hungry and don't have a decent house, how do you ask yourself the question about the human rights, you know, because your only problem is that you are hungry. So I think we have to have a decent life for everyone. And after that, we can talk about peace and about everything like that. So I think we need to have a good and sane economy for everyone. Yes.
Do you have a message for upcoming filmmakers?
No, not really, because I think that I'm an upcoming filmmaker myself. I think the only thing that counts in art is to work. You know, you can have the biggest talent possible. If you don't work, it's lost. The only thing to do is to work, and work again.
Okay, thank you and have a nice day in Reykjavik.
Thank you. It is great to be in Reykjavik.